Hello everyone, welcome to this class. Today we will be seeing question based upon NEET pattern. Now NEET examination questions are asked of moderate level of difficulty. It's a multiple choice question where one option will be the correct answer. Now without taking more time, let me switch on to the first question of the day that is based upon the concept motion in a plane. Let's go ahead. The first one, a ball is thrown with a speed of 20 meters per second at an elevation angle 45 degree. Find its time of flight, take g equals to 10 meters per square second. Option number A, 2 root 2 second, B root 2 second, C 3 root 2 second, D 2 second. Four options. Let's see what the question statement says and let me draw the diagram what actually we can understand from the statement of the question. See, it's a kind of projectile motion. If I show you, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. That is, I'm trying to show the displacement along the y-axis and x-axis. The projectile moves in this way. We all know that. And if this is the velocity, this is given as 20 meters per second and this angle is 45 degree. That is, it is projected at an elevation angle 45 degree. So you need to make out what we are talking about. This I have shown you just for an understanding what this question statement actually tries to say us. Now time of flight, t is equal to 2u sine theta by g, and let us go ahead, put up the values. 2 into 20 sine 45, that is what the theta that we are talking about, g is 10. If we solve this, 1 0 1 0 will be cancelled out. 2 into 2 4, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, you can easily solve it. That will come out to be 2 root 2 second. You can easily check the answer will be 2 root 2 second. Let's check the option that we have. Option number A, 2 root 2 second, that is the right answer. So the first question has the option number A as the right answer. And let me just rub it. Easy question based upon formula. So NEET examination, question can directly be put where you have to put up all the values in your formula and you will get the required result. Let's go to the next question. A projectile has a range of 40 meters and reaches a maximum height of 10 meters. Find the angle at which the projectile is fired. You see here you are provided with the range, you are provided with maximum height. You have to find out what is the projection angle. It's given A 30 degree, B 45, C 60, D 75. We are not aware about what option to choose. Now, first of all, we know the formula for time of flight and it's given range and height. We know the formula for range, we know the formula for height. Let me just put down the formula for range. Range formula is u square sine 2 theta by g, quite easy, and maximum height is u square sine square theta by 2g. This is what we know. Range is this much, maximum height is this much. If I put up the values, range is given as 40 meters and height is given as, you can see height is given as 10 meters. So I am putting here 10 meters. Equation number 1, equation number 2. Now if I divide this range by height, if we divide this range by height, see what we are going to obtain. U square will be cancelled out, g and g will be cancelled out. This 2 will be in the denominator of the given fraction. So if I divide r by h, see what I'm going to get. I'm going to get sine 2 theta divided by, now see here I'll be having sine square theta divided by 2. G will be cancelled out, u square will be cancelled out. This is what we will be obtaining. Now this is the term. Let me just show you, don't confuse that this is theta by 2. Let me show that this is 2 that we are talking about. This 2 will go in the numerator and here you will be obtaining 40 by 10. So we did this. Sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta and here you have sine square theta and by 2. This 2 will come in the numerator. So if I write further ahead, you will get 2 into 2 sine theta cos theta divided by sine square theta. 40 by 10 you will get that as 4. Let's go ahead. Sine theta and sine square theta will be cancelled out. You will be having, now see 2 into 2 4 and 4. That will give you 1. So you will be having cos theta by sine theta, that is equal to cot theta. Cot theta is equal to 1 or theta is equal to 45 degree. So we got the angle with which you would have projected your projectile. That would be actually 45 degree. This is what the response that we are getting in this given question. So let me rub the board. Easy question, we have to put up all the values in the formula and we can easily solve this. Next one, next question of the day. Third, a stone is thrown with a speed of 10 meters per second at an angle of projection 60 degree. Find its height above the point of projection when it is at a horizontal distance of 3 meters. From the thrower, take g equals to 10 meters per square second. A 3.4, B 4.2, C 5.2, D 5.8. Now see, we don't know actually the answer and we don't know how to proceed with this. It's given that its angle of projection is given as 60 degree. Now you see, its speed is also given, that is 10 meters per second. Find its height. We want to find out the vertical displacement when the horizontal displacement is 3 meters. This is what that has been provided. If I show you the diagram, how the diagram will look like. You have projected it at an angle of 60 degree. So again, in the same way, I am drawing a projectile in this way. This is what that has been given, that is this angle of projection, that is 60 degree. This is the initial velocity, that is given as 10 meters per second. Now you see here, it says that what is the vertical displacement when the horizontal displacement is 3 meters. So let me show you all here in the figure for the case of vertical displacement. Let us see the vertical displacement is this, when the horizontal displacement is 3 meters. We want to find out the value of y. Now this is x-axis displacement. This here we are depicting the y-axis displacement. So if I go ahead and if I write the equation y equals to x tan theta minus half gx square upon u square cos square theta, if we solve this, y equals to half and yes, half gx square upon u square cos square theta, this is the actually the curve with which the projectile actually moves. So if I put up all the values, x equal to 3 tan theta, so I have to put theta as 60 degree because that is the angle of projection, minus half gx square, so we have to put 10 into 3 square, u is 10 meters per second, and cos square theta that will come out to be cos theta cos 60 degree, that is equal to 1 by 2. So shall I write directly 1 by 2 whole square. Tan 60, I have not put up the value of tan 60, that is actually 3 into, you know that tan 60 you can take as sin 60 by cos 60, that will be root 3. So 3 root 3 minus half, and here you will be getting 10. You see 110 will be cancelled out, so I am not using the 10 in the numerator. So you will be having this 10 is cancelled out 9 and this 2 square 4, 9 to 4 divided by 10. This is the term that we will be obtaining. 3 root 3 minus half, 9 into 4 by 10, that's 36 by 10, and here 2 you are having, so it will be getting 36 by 10, you will be having 3.6 and divided by 2 you are getting 1.8. You can easily solve this. If we have an under root here, I will just show you the value that we will be obtaining, that will be 3.4 meters. This is the result that we will be obtaining after solving this calculation. So the answer will be 3.4 meters, that is the vertical displacement when the horizontal displacement is given as 3 meters. Use this, use the formula for the actually curve, make the trajectory path. We have learned this formula. This is what you have to apply. People don't remember this formula. I have told you, do remember this formula also and see how we have used in this problem. Let's go ahead with the next one. Next problem of the day. Question number 4. A body is thrown horizontal from the top of a tower and strikes the ground after 3 seconds at an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal. Then find the height of the tower. Here we have to think about what formula to use. Let me show you how we have thrown it. I'll just draw the diagram for you all. This is the tower. From here it's thrown horizontally. So I will project a body horizontally. It will move and it will strike here. it will move, it will strike here. Now see, it's given that, and find the height. We have to find out the height of the tower. Time taken, that is given as 3 seconds. Let's read the statement of the question. Body is thrown horizontal from the top of tower and strikes the ground after 3 seconds. It strikes the ground after 3 seconds. So I have marked here time 3 seconds at an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal. See here, it strikes this way, and this angle that it makes, that is given as 45 degree with the horizontal. Next, then find the height of the tower. What formula do we use? That 30 meter, B 45 meter, C 50 meter, D 55 meter. See, time of flight can very easily, it can be evaluated as T equals to under root 2h by g. T will come, because you see, the vertical velocity, initial vertical velocity, that is 0. So it's a free fall case. So you can directly use T equals to under root 2h by g. That will come out to be time of flight, that is given as 3. And here under root 2h by g, that is 10, you can use. Square it, will getting 9 is equal to 2h by 10. So h will turn out to be 45 meter. 90 by 2, that will come out to 45 meter. Let's check the option. Option B, that matches with the right answer. That is the 45 meter. See here what we have used. We have used the formula for a free fall to see what is the time, how it's related with the height. Okay, and we need not to use the 45 degree with which is actually striking the horizontal. If another question is asked in the same question, that what is the velocity at this point, what is the horizontal velocity, what is the vertical velocity, then you can use this 45 degree that has been actually given in the question. The question was quite simple. We have to use the formula directly under root 2h by g, that is the time of flight of the projectile with which it is thrown. Let's go ahead with the next one. Fifth question. A cricket ball of mass small m is hit at an angle of 45 degree to the horizontal with velocity v. Its kinetic energy at the topmost point is. We need to find out the kinetic energy. Before that, let me tell you how speed are related during its path. Cricket ball of mass m is hit at an angle of 45 degree. So again, I will show you how the path of the projectile is. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the projectile, and it's hit at an angle of 45 degree. And now you see, let's say the speed that with which it is projected, that is given as horizontal velocity v. Now, it's hit at the angle 45 degree to the horizontal with velocity v. That means the velocity is v. Now, do you remember what is the velocity at the topmost point? That is actually v cos theta, because vertical velocity will be 0, only horizontal velocity will be left. So, the velocity that will be here, that will be v cos 45 degree, that is equal to v by root 2. This is what we know. So, the kinetic energy at the topmost point, that is half m v dash whole square, because of v dash I am using, that is actually v cos 45 degree, the velocity at the topmost point. Now you see here, half m and v dash you can use as v by root 2 whole square. See what will turn out to be. It will turn out to be 2 into 2, 4. So 1 by 4 mv square. This is the reduced kinetic energy. That is, kinetic energy is going on reducing. It will 1 by 4 mv square. So option number C. Just check it. mv square by 4. That is the kinetic energy at the topmost point. It's not 0. It's not half mv square. It's 1 by 4 mv square. It's not mv square by 2 root 2. So don't do such mistakes. This is how you have to solve such kind of question. Let's go to the next one. Question number 6. If a stone projected from ground takes 4 seconds to reach the topmost point of its trajectory. If a stone projected from ground takes 4 seconds to reach the topmost point of its trajectory, then time of flight. First of all, let me tell you, if the time of flight is whatever, if that is capital T, to reach the maximum height, the time taken is just half of the time of flight. Now here it's given that it takes 4 seconds to reach the topmost point, that is half path is covered in 4 seconds. You know that that is half of the total time of flight. So total time of flight will be 8 seconds, 4 into 2, 8 seconds. How come that? This is the path. If I show you the projectile in this way, to reach here, it takes t by 2. Then again next half is covered with another half time. T by 2 is the half of time of flight, where capital T is time of flight. And next thing, this time that is t by 2 that is given, t by 2 is given as 4 seconds. So t will be equal to 8 seconds. That's quite obvious. So option number B I have chosen as the right answer, and that is actually the right answer. If you know this basic concept, you can easily mark the option in your examination. So without taking more time, let's switch to the next question, 7th. At the topmost point of its path, a projectile has acceleration of magnitude. Now see here, this question is quite tricky but simple. Remember, while teaching you projectile, I always told you, I always dictated this, that acceleration will be only due to acceleration due to gravity. That will be acceleration due to gravity that's acting vertically downwards, and that will be actually g. So here the option will be option number B, that is g. So I'm not drawing any figure for this. It's quite simple question. Question number 7, that is acceleration at every point, starting, midpoint, top point, anywhere you take, always acceleration due to gravity will be only acting on its path. If you want to clarify this thing, let me show you with a figure. This is the case of projectile. At every point on its path, the acceleration is only due to acceleration due to gravity. Take it any point. So remember, need not to get confused. It will be always acceleration due to gravity that is acting vertically downwards. Let's go to the next question. At what angle of elevation should a projectile be projected with velocity 20 meter per second so as to reach a maximum height of 10 meter? Once again, let's see the question. What angle of elevation? So theta we need to find out. Should a projectile be projected with velocity 20 meter per second? Initial velocity, initial speed, that is 20 meter per second, so as to reach a maximum height of 10 meter. A 0 degree, B 90 degree, C 45, D 60. Maximum height is given. You remember the formula for maximum height? We know that H max is equal to U square sine square theta by 2g. U square is given as 20 whole square sine square theta, that is what we need to evaluate, and 2g, that is 20, and maximum height that we know that is given as 20. You see here, maximum height that is given as 10 meter. So let's put up the maximum height as 10 meter. So we will be obtaining, let me put up the formula here, 10. Let me cancel out some term. You see here you have 10, here we have 20 whole square. If I just open this, we will be having 20 into 20 sine square theta, 2 into 10 is equal to 10. The terms that will be cancelled out, this 1 0 1 0 will be cancelled out, this 2 will be cancelled out, this 1 0 1 0 will be cancelled out. So sine square theta you get 1 by 2. Sine square theta is 1 by 2. So sine theta turns out to be 1 by root 2. Sine theta is 1 by root 2, quite obvious. The angle should be always less than 90 degree. So this theta will come out to be 45 degree. Let's see the option. Option number C that matches, that is the 45 degrees, option number C. Quite simple question. You have to put up the formula, you have to get the answer. And in your examination also, you need not to devote more time on any question. You have to just give hardly 1 minute to solve any question. Next one. 9th, the time of flight of an object projected with speed 20 meter per second at an angle 30 degree with the horizontal is. Time of flight is asked. The time of flight of an object projected with speed 20 meter per second at an angle 30 degree with the horizontal. Now see here, time of flight 2u sine theta by g. Let's put up the formula. 2, the speed is given as 20 meter per second, sine 30 degree, that is 1 by 2, g is 10. Let us check. You will be obtaining 2 and into 2, because 10, this will cancel out 2 times. So you will be having 2 into 2, sine 30 is 1 by 2. The answer comes out to be 2 seconds. I hope that it's quite clear to you all how to use. So option that you are getting, that is option number C, that is 2 seconds. That is how we have solved this. So quite easy, you have to put up all the values in the formula, you will get the desired result. Without taking more time, let's switch to the next question. And here I have already marked that option D will be correct. This is not correct answer. Okay, let's go. The path of a projectile is, we have done a lot of questions on projectile on this chapter, motion in a plane. It's full of projectile motion questions. Now, path of projectile, circular, parabolic, linear, hyperbolic. I have told you the path of projectile is parabolic. So let me mark this as parabolic. It's easy question, but remember you should know that it's parabolic. If you don't know, you'll be in confusion that whether it's circular, whether it's hyperbolic. It's never linear. People get confused whether it's circular or parabolic. It's parabolic, and even the equation of the trajectory of projectile explains us that the path of projectile is actually parabolic. So this is all we have discussed, the 10 simple questions based upon NEET pattern. And let me tell you the question, the kind of question that are asked in NEET examination, that's quite simple. The level of difficulty is moderate or easy. Not too tough questions are asked. If tough question comes, that will be only 1 or 2 based upon formula. You can easily solve them. Next thing, do keep practicing. Do solve more questions. That will be better for your practice, for your examination preparation. I wish you all the very best. I'll meet you in the next class. Thank you, everyone.